What's that word, man? It's your boy Big 8, man. And I got another heat for y'all, man. Alright, this is also for my server owners. You know what I'm saying? Who run into the issue of, you know what I'm saying? You have motherfuckers make money in your server and they don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't put no money in the bank. They put that shit in a safe, in their houses. And you can't tell, you know, how much is in the economy and all of that until you kind of like, unless you kind of got explicit logs to look into the safes and all of that. But, you know, for the normal, you know, regular server owners who don't really know how to, you know, create extensive login and stuff, this is like this is an easier way to kind of stop all that from happening. You know, people who take money and then put that stuff in their house, you know, store it in their car, you know, shit like that. You know, you wanna make it to where they either keep their money in the bank or they got their money on them, right? Type shit. Now, that forces people who get their money, dirty money, to go wash that shit before putting it up. You know what I mean? It gives the servers and the admin insight into what's going on, and it kind of stops hackers from coming here, dropping a shit ton of money on somebody, and then they can just go store that shit in their house. You know what I'm saying? That is a problem that you can run into, where, you know, you can have somebody come in and they can bring their friends into the city and their friends give them money and shit and they put it in their house, right? And just basically fuck up the economy, right? Now this is how this works, right? This is a stash right here. I open up this stash and I try to put money. Let's say I try to put $5 in here. Access denied. You cannot store money in-house. What about the dirty money? You cannot do that. What about taking out money? You can't do that. The money that's already in there, by the time you activate this script, if they already got money in their house, they're not going to be able to take it out. So as you can see, you cannot swap, you cannot drop, you cannot receive, you cannot remove anything from it at all. So that's for the housing. What about the cars? This has a trunk in the front. All right. Cars, same thing. And you cannot swap with objects that are already in there as well. So with this script, you can definitely, only thing they can do is give it to other players. They cannot also drop it on the floor. So let's say somebody they get the money, they cannot put it on the ground as well. Money cannot go on the floor. Right? Now, only thing you can do with this cash is give it to another player. So now, with this, server owners will always have visibility into exactly how much is in the economy by either knowing how much people have on them, by looking in the inventory, and also knowing how much people have in the bank by looking in the bank. So yeah, that's just the stuff. You know, like I said, this channel is all about helping server owners run a better server, right? That's it for me for now. Until next time, Big 8. And if you want the script, the link to the script will be in the description of this video. I bet.